1 million were killed in 100 days. But today, Rwanda is one of the cleanest, safest, and fastest-growing countries in Africa. This is the comeback no one expected. There are stories in history that are so dark, so painful, that most people would rather forget they ever happened. Yet, it's exactly these stories that must be told. Not because of how they began, but because of how they end. This is the story of Rwanda, a nation once known only for tragedy, now becoming a symbol of rebirth, unity, and unimaginable progress. But to understand how far Rwanda has come, you first need to see how far it had fallen. A nation on fire in 1994, the world watched or turned away. As Rwanda descended into hell, the tensions between the Hutu majority and Tutsi minority had been simmering for decades, inflamed by colonial rule. Belgian colonizers had created ethnic identity cards, elevating one group over the other, planting the seeds of hatred that would grow for generations. By the early 1990s, civil war was already breaking the country apart. And then came the spark that lit the inferno. On April 6, 1994, a plane carrying Rwanda's president was shot down. What followed wasn't just violence. It wasn't a civil war. It was genocide.
Quick question. Have you subscribed to English Footing yet? If not, now's the perfect time.
Over the next 100 days, nearly 1 million people were murdered. Neighbors killed neighbors, teachers killed students. Even priests and nuns joined the slaughter. Men were forced to kill their wives. Children watched their families butchered in front of them. The streets ran red with blood. Churches became mass graves. Entire communities vanished. The world had said never again after the Holocaust. But when Rwanda cried out, no one came. By the time it ended, Rwanda was shattered. Its economy had collapsed. Its government had crumbled. Its people were traumatized. And its soul broken. A choice no one expected. But then something happened that the world did not expect. Rwanda chose to rebuild. Not with revenge, not with another war, but with something much harder. Forgiveness. Thousands of perpetrators were put on trial. Not in massive courtrooms, but in front of their own communities. Through Gakaka, Rwanda's traditional justice system, survivors faced the very people who had harmed them. Justice was delivered. But more importantly, truth was spoken. And then Rwanda made one of the boldest decisions in modern history. It banned all political parties based on ethnicity. No more Hutu versus Tutsi. No more tribal politics. No more dividing lines. They even removed ethnic labels from national ID cards, once used to decide who lived and who died. Rwandans had learned the hard way what ethnic division leads to. They made a national commitment. Never again. From that moment forward, there would be no Hutu, no Tutsi, only Rwandans. The rebirth begins. It didn't happen overnight, but year after year, brick by brick, Rwanda began to rebuild itself. Schools reopened. Hospitals were restored. Roads were paved. Homes were rebuilt. And through it all, a sense of collective responsibility took root. This wasn't just about survival anymore. It was about becoming something greater. Today, Rwanda is one of the safest countries in all of Africa. Its capital, Kigali, is often called the cleanest city on the continent, and for good reason. On the last Saturday of every month, the entire country participates in Umuganda, a national cleanup day where everyone, from street vendors to politicians, even the president, puts down their tools, picks up a broom, and cleans together. It's more than just a cleanup, it's a statement. We are building this country together. In 2008, Rwanda banned plastic bags, long before much of the developed world did. Walk the streets of Kigali and you won't see litter, graffiti, or trash piles. You'll see order, beauty, and pride. A nation looking forward. But Rwanda isn't just clean, it's smart. It has become one of Africa's fastest-growing digital hubs. The country has launched medical drones to deliver blood and vaccines to remote villages. It's invested in smart infrastructure, cashless payments, and high-speed internet. Tourism is booming too. People now come to Rwanda not out of sympathy, but out of curiosity and admiration. They hike the breathtaking Virunga Mountains, home to the last remaining mountain gorillas on Earth. They relax by the peaceful waters of Lake Kivu, or they visit genocide memorials that honor the past. But Dante let it define the future, women leading the way. And here's something truly remarkable. More than 60% of Rwanda's parliament is made up of women, the highest percentage of any country in the world. In Rwanda, gender equality isn't just a goal, it's a reality. Not perfect, but powerful now, let's be honest. Rwanda still faces challenges. Freedom of speech is limited. Opposition parties are tightly controlled. Some question the space allowed for dissent. But even critics cannot deny this truth. Rwanda, a country once known only for death and division, has become a model of stability, discipline, cleanliness, and progress. More than a comeback, a message to the world. This isn't just a comeback story. It's a lesson. That even in the deepest darkness, there is still a chance for light. That no matter how divided a nation becomes, unity is possible. Peace is possible. Progress is possible. Rwanda didn't just recover, it reinvented itself. It buried the past, but never forgot it. It turned trauma into strength. And today, it stands as a symbol of what a nation can become. When the people choose unity over hatred, discipline over chaos, and healing over revenge, this is Rwanda, not the Rwanda of 1994, but the Rwanda of today and tomorrow.